Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with Bitcoin number 1, followed by Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Dogecoin, ADA, and then we end with Tron. And number 10, let's get straight into it. Bitcoin against USD. So for BTC, we were expecting 72,000 to be taken out, but we've already taken out the highs here. So that's it. We're going to consider the target to be invalidated. The reason why we had this target was because BTC had a head and shoulders over here. Look very closely. Okay, let's drop down to 12 hours. You will see this is a head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Right. The top of the right shoulder is here. So the moment we take out the right shoulder over here, then we'll consider this as invalidated. So we've already taken out these highs. So it's now considered to be invalidated. Even before it was invalidated, we were like, there was a resistance line over here, support line, falling channel. We actually broke out of it, right? So things could be switching bullish for BTC. Okay, so if BTC continues higher, right? If we take out this all-time high and we continue higher, right? How much higher could we go? There is a target at 172,000, but I would prefer it if we had a proper consolidation first before a breakout for Bitcoin comes in, right? Because we've touched the skinny pink line. So I'm a little bit suspicious. I suspect that there could be some shenanigans happening behind the scenes. So I'm not really sure about, the things. I mean, the short-term trend of BTC. Yeah. So I suspect that if we were to do something like this, right, a proper consolidation, then this could be a bullish continuation towards the upside beyond 100,000. So yeah, that's it. We are switching towards a bullish bias. Again, even if we were to go long for BTC, we will still have to wait for a retrace towards the downside. So my preference, if there were to be a retrace, is for BTC to drop down to this area. This would be fantastic, right? At around 84,000, yeah, somewhere around here. 84,500, sub 84,500. So if it is so to be a 1, 2, 3, I think we're in the midst of a 4, going out for a wave 5 for BTC. Ethereum against BTC. So for ETH against BTC, it's still kind of, weak. BTC has been weak for a long time. It has been dropping. We're under the skinny pink line. So the trend is still largely bearish. I still think that eventually we will see a strong rally back towards the skinny pink line. And potentially completing a very nice consolidation accumulation over here. Very, very nice bullish chart pattern that could see Ethereum BTC just go bananas. But as it stands, nope. But we see it on the USD pair as well. So this is the area that we're looking at, right? Just under the lows over here. We've almost taken this out, but we haven't. And we've actually created another low over here. Higher low. If this was a lower low, it would have been different. But it's a higher low. So I highly suspect that we're going to 1,003. Sub 1,003. And after that, fireworks. We're expecting fireworks for Ethereum, right? Of course, once we complete the squeeze over here, the ABCD, right? A, B, we're in the midst of a wave C. Once we complete the wave C, coming up for a D, we'll probably get an E, and then that's it. We head towards 10K. Whether we breach 10K or not, we'll have to see the chart pattern complete first. So feeling pretty optimistic about Ethereum. And I think that the opportunity for a very low entry is coming up. So this is what you would call extreme discount. So yeah, we could even drop beyond what we're expecting at 1,003, right? We could clear all these sell clusters for sure before strong rally. Of course, for sure. So yeah, that's Ethereum for you. Feeling pretty optimistic in the long term. XRP against BTC is already in a potential bullish move towards the upside. So if and when we break out of this consolidation, we could prolong it before breaking. So for XRP BTC, I think we're looking pretty good. This is a potential bullish continuation, right? And if you were to go higher, how much higher could we go? I'm looking at about 6,000. Right now, we're at 2,004. So more than 100% for XRP BTC, which will translate to the same thing for XRP against USD. Because for XRP against USD, we have a target towards $6.10. So we're at 227. So the breakout is expected. Right now, again, we have marked the resistance line. So once we break the resistance line, more likely than not, we should be approaching 610, right? And we would probably have established the low. I suspect this could already be the low for XRP. This could very well be the low. So yeah, again, we would prefer it if there was a higher quality bullish continuation chart pattern for XRP, but it's not here yet. And again, one thing we like about it is XRP has almost, today is the 28th of April, so 28th of April, and we are 2 days away from closing with a monthly hammer. This is a very, 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 very powerful bullish reversal chart pattern. Monthly hammer. The last time we got a monthly hammer was over here, right? So there will be strong rallies. So we're expecting strong rallies to come on for XRP against USD. BNB against BDC is looking pretty weak. So, as long as BDC is not collapsing, and if BDC is mucking around left and right, a lot of altcoins will start moving on their own. Weak altcoins will drop. Strong altcoins will continue rallying. So for BNB against BDC, we are anticipating a lower low. This is a higher low at the moment. So once the lower low comes on, we suspect that there could be a strong rally coming on for BNB against BDC. BNB against USD is also marking around. We have a target here at 310. Once we take out these highs, this target is invalidated. But as long as this high holds and we are under the skinny pink line, this still is possible. Right? This could be the completion of a head and shoulders. Very, very, very big left shoulder. You can also consider this as the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, 310. Right. But of course, if you take this high, then this could be a consolidation to break even higher towards 1,000 for BNB. So again, as it stands, it's still looking pretty bearish to me. Sol against BDC. So here we are for Sol. Sol BDC is under the skinny pink line. I suspect we're getting an inverse head and shoulders very soon. And there could be a rally up, right, to about, I think about 18,500, somewhere around there. And then, yeah, potentially a bearish continuation. So if we could take out these highs, right, step 1. Second condition, break above the skinny pink line. Woo. Step 3, consolidate above the skinny pink line. Then yes, this could be a bullish continuation higher. But as it stands, we're under the skinny pink line and things are still bearish. So we're expecting Sol to hit much lower. Against USD, Sol is still under the skinny pink line. Yes, we've already taken out these highs, so we will technically consider this target to be invalidated. Eventually, we're still expecting Sol to hit down to 0.5. This could be a very big A, B, C kind of a chart pattern. Right. Again, could things just continue bullishly from here? Yeah, sure, of course. What are the conditions? Break above the skinny pink line. 1. Stay above the skinny pink line. 2, and then potentially going higher for Solana. But as it stands, it's still not really looking that good because we're still under the skinny pink line. The skinny pink line will dictate whether if the trend is still bearish or bullish. So it's still bearish for Sol. So we're still anticipating a return back down for Solana. Right? Even this rally is not as, we would prefer it if Solana was like, doing banana rallies, right? This isn't exactly. I mean, of course, it could turn banana, but we're under the skinny pink line, so we're bias bearish for Solana. Dogecoin against BDC. Here we are for Dogecoin. Dogecoin keeps dropping lower. Again, we're at a noisy area over here. Could we take out all of these lows for DOGE BDC? Sure. There's nothing much for us to work with, right? DOGE BDC has been forming lower highs, lower lows, potentially another lower low. You see, so. Yeah, again, that's DOGE BDC. But DOGE USD, I suspect that we would find support at around 11, sub 12 cents, 11 cents, plus minus, somewhere around this level. Yeah, around 11 cents, plus minus 11 cents. We are still under the skinny pink line. Again, we have not taken out previous highs. We're still in a bearish trend. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. I suspect there could be a lower high pretty soon. Sure, we could go a little bit higher, pick out these highs, but the skinny pink line again will dictate whether if the trend is still bullish or bearish. So for Dogecoin, we're still buyers bearish. We're suspecting a wave 5 completion, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially another 1, 5. But yeah, no, I think Dogecoin is gonna drop eventually, taking out these lows as well. We are still in a bearish trend, largely. So more downsides to be expected for Dogecoin. ADA against BTC. Here we are for ADA. Again, ADA has a wick down here. I suspect that the ADA whales may be looking to pull the price lower against BTC towards this lower wick. But again, ADA BTC is looking fantastic in the long term. Why? Because just like Ethereum, it has potential to complete a very, very, very big squeeze. And there could be a banana move coming on for Cardano. Absolute bananas. ADA against USD is, yeah, okay. We're also anticipating the possibility of these lows being taken out. We are already at the skinny pink line. So, yeah, again, we're still not entirely sure at this point of time. It's not exactly in a bearish trend, you see. Because, I mean, if this were to be a lower high, lower high, lower high, you see. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. Okay. If we did something like this, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high. That's different. But we didn't do that. You know what happened? There was a banana rally. Bam! We took out all of these highs. We took out all of these highs. So I'm like, huh. Okay, this whole thing could turn into a squeeze though. But we're not entirely sure. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for more information for ADA. Tron is just doing what Tron does, right? Tron is heavily sustained. Is maintaining equilibrium. It's been going sideways for a very, 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 very long time. So I don't think Tron is going to collapse. I suspect that there are powerful forces behind keeping Tron's price up. Against USD, Tron is still above the skinny pink line. We have never fallen back under the skinny pink line ever since April 2023. Now it's really April 2025. So it's like 2 years. Tron has been just rising. Could this continue higher? Again, we're not too sure. There's just no chart pattern for us to work with for Tron. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!